Hi Capricorn, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. What I normally do is let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Take a look at that. Are we looking at life, love, career, or health? And then I will clarify with various oracle cards. So let's see what's going on with Capricorn. That one feels like it needs to come out. And that one. And that one. And I don't want that one for whatever reason. So let's see what we've got so far. We have the Hermit card. And we have the Five of Wands. And the Four of Cups in reverse. So let's think about that. The Hermit card usually indicates that you are thinking. And you've gone into kind of contemplate. So you are contemplating. Five of Wands indicates no forward movement, and I feel like that's what you're contemplating. You're going in and you're kind of like, why am I not making better forward movement, is the feeling that I'm getting. It's like, why am I stuck? What is stopping me from moving forward? And the Four of Cups in reverse. So to me, that would be, it's like you're wondering why you are, what I feel like I want to say is, like, I feel like you are questioning the universe as to why they are not giving you the things that you have been asking for. It's like, you know, I feel like you're kind of, how do I want to say this? Let me get some more cards out and then I'll go with where I'm going with this. I'm getting the feeling of what, okay, all right. So the Eight of Wands in the upright and the Three of Swords in reverse and the World in reverse. Okay, so that kind of goes along with the feeling that I was getting. It feels like you are a little bit mad at the universe because it has not been giving you the manifestations that you have been asking for. And you're kind of, so because things weren't coming to you the way you wanted them to, you have kind of pulled back, and I feel like I'm seeing you in this room and you're contemplating and you're kind of like going, okay, what am I doing wrong? Why is the universe not bringing me things that I'm asking for? You know, it's like I want to move forward, and this and it's like it's almost like I feel like you're going, I've cleared that, I quit grieving that, I've quit doing that, I've quit doing this, and I've quit doing that, and why is the universe not cooperating with me? That's the feeling I'm getting. It's like, you know, and then the World card is in reverse. So it's like things aren't moving forward. So you're perpetually stuck in something and you're a little aggravated at the universe at this stuck point. And so I feel like you're just kind of like going, I did everything you told me to. I have jumped through the hoops and I've done this and I've done this and I've done this. And how come this isn't working for me yet? That's the feeling I'm getting. I also get the feeling that the universe is saying we don't we don't work by having our arm twisted, almost type of thing. You can't badger us into doing things your way. Don't you understand that? And it feels like it's kind of like the universe's response to you is saying, yes, you have cleared a few things out, but you still got a little bit of anger left in you. And until you clear that out, you're not going to get what you want. it feels like there's this conversation between you and the universe going back and forth and back and forth. And it's like you're a child sitting in the corner going, I did what you told me to do. How come I can't go out and play now? And the universe is saying, because you still have an attitude about it. That's why. That is the feeling that I am getting, is like you still have an attitude with the universe. You still have some anger. You still have some vibrational issues. And the universe is like, and until you get that attitude out, get your head out of your ass, we're not giving you what you want, is the feeling that is coming from that whole first line of cards. So let's look at, I don't want any of those. I didn't ask a question. So these cards are so thin and hard to shuffle. What emotions are you currently dealing with that the universe says you still need to work on? What emotions is the universe saying you still need to work on? That one. What? Whoa. What emotions do you need to work on that the universe says will give you what you want, or will work with you when you get rid of some of this other stuff? You've not got it all figured out just yet. So what do we got so far? You have to get over being disgusted. You're not over disgusted yet. About disgusted, revolted, nauseated, repelled. And I feel like that is to do with some body image stuff. That feels like there are times when you feel disgusted about certain parts of your body, and that you need to get over that. And you need to get over feeling hopeless, and you haven't gotten over that yet either. Too many. What else does the universe say you need to get over before they're going to be more cooperative, I guess is the word. You need to get over being discouraged. You're discouraged. You get discouraged a lot. That's what this whole thing is about. It's like you're discouraged, and the universe is like going, and as long as you're discouraged, you're in the wrong vibration, and you're not going to bring in what you want when you get so easily discouraged by any little thing. And the proud one being in reverse, that to me is ego. So apparently you've got some ego death that needs to happen. You need to let go of some egoic thoughts about different things. And I feel like I'm hearing judgment too. Judgment against yourself, judgment against other people, thinking people are stupid because of different things that they have done that's different than you, and thinking you're better than them. So I feel like there's a whole lot of ego stuff going on there, and the universe frowns upon ego. Big time frowns upon ego. So what else is going on? You're still resentful about some stuff in your past. I feel like there's some forgiveness that still needs to happen. And respectful. What's that? What are they saying? The feeling is, I feel like I hear them saying you need to respect your elders. You need to respect your elders. They did the best that they could do, just like you were doing the best that you could do before you learned a different way. And you have a little bit of irritation to people that you feel like should know better. They should know better than that. And the only difference is you have learned maybe a different way to do things, and they were never taught how to do things differently. And you need to get over being resentful of people that, that were never presented with the law of attraction, or never got presented with this, how vibrations work in your favor. For example, I was talking to my aunt the other day, and she was telling me about all of this stuff that was going wrong, and how much money she was paying for this, and how much this, and this was going wrong, and this is going wrong, and this is going wrong, and this is going wrong. And I went, whoa, stop. I'm like, stop. I said, every time you tell that story, you are bringing more of that in. So there is such a thing called law of attraction, and how law of attraction can bite you in the ass, and it can work against you if you keep talking about all of the negative stuff in your life, and you go over and over and over and over again with the people, your friends, your family, and you tell them all the shit that's going on. It just gives you more shit. And I stopped her, and I was like, you need to not be telling people this stuff, because all you're doing is bringing more stuff in. So this needs to be the last time that you have this conversation with anybody. Unless you want to just keep having stuff. I'm like, you need to be grateful that you had the money to pay for this stuff, and just stop talking about it. Because I was just like, good God, no wonder it was just like more and more and more and more and more stuff kept going wrong, was because she just kept talking about it. It was almost like she was telling the universe, give me some more, because she was so focused on it. Don't do that. And there's a lot of people out there that do that, but they don't know any different. They don't know what they are doing. If you know that going over the drama in your life creates more drama, stop it. And tell other people to stop doing that, and educate them. So I feel like you're like 50-50. It's like you get it, but you haven't got all of it figured out yet, but you're farther ahead than a lot of people, and the universe will reward you for that someday, but there's still some work that needs to be done. Okay, so let's ask, my fingers are really dry today. Let's ask the universe, what other blocks understanding. That's just what little rant that I went off on is helping. I feel like this is helping other people understand. Somebody shared with you the way of the new world. That's like, understanding vibrations and understanding how law of attraction works and stuff. And while you understand that, you get irritated with people that don't understand that. And you need to understand why they still get on your nerves. You were this person once upon a time. So instead of getting frustrated with people because they are still working from old programming, educate them. Educate them so they understand what they are doing. And forgive them for they not know what they are doing. So that feels like we're that. What other blocks does the universe think you still need to work on? You may have 50% of it cleared. That one feels like it wants to come out. So you're still numbing some emotions. While you may have cleared a lot of stuff and you have figured a lot of stuff out, there's still some stuff, emotions, past traumas, different things that you are still numbing. So don't think that you've just got it all figured out and everything's just going to dump in your lap and be all peachy from now on, because you still have some stuff that's going to crop up that you need to work on, is what I feel like they're saying. Otherwise, they wouldn't have sat you in the corner, basically, and made you go, yeah, you need to think about this. And think about why things aren't moving fast as forward, is you're not in alignment. If things aren't moving as fast as you want them to, it's because you're not in alignment. And apparently you've got some communication with somebody that probably, you must have some, do you have communication problems? Let me think about this. If that's a block, communication is a problem. Okay, so your throat chakra, You must be holding some stuff in. You don't want to hurt somebody's feeling. Okay, it's either over or under. Either you say everything that comes to mind and blurt it out, or you're not saying anything that's coming to mind and blurt it out. So your communication your throat chakra needs to be balanced. I feel like that's what I'm getting from that, is your throat chakra needs to be balanced. If it's under, you need to start speaking up. And if you're over communicating, you need to balance it out. And it not necessarily I feel like I probably have an overactive throat chakra, because usually everything that comes in my head blurts out my mouth. Sometimes, not all the time. Half of you is unawakened, and you're on your way, but there's still a lot of unawakened stuff about you. Therefore, until you get everything further along in the awakened state, the universe isn't going to just hand you over everything that you wish for. The Ten of Cups isn't going to be showing up in your tarot reading anytime. I shouldn't say anytime soon. The Ten of Cups or wish fulfillment isn't going to turn up until you get the rest of these blocks worked out. What else does the universe have to say is a block that needs to be worked on? I feel like that one needs to come out. Bound. That would be obsessions, addictions, obsessive thoughts, obsessive eating, drinking, numbing, anything that you are doing to not deal with the situation, to not deal with the pain, because the pain is bad. Yeah, numbing that isn't going to do you any good. I mean, the sooner you get it out and deal with it, the quicker you're going to be able to move forward. So just know, numbing it's not going to do you any good. I mean, it'll still be there in 10 years if you don't get it out. Just get it out. Whatever's bothering you, get it out. It's like a splinter that's in your foot that gets infected. You know, it's like, unless you get that crap out of your system, it's just going to fester in there and fester and fester. Contemplation. Well, that is exactly what the Hermit card is. So, if that is a block, okay, so what I feel like that is saying is, you doubt. So it's like, let's say that you go in and you meditate, or you like, I don't know how to meditate. I can't figure out how to meditate. Or you try to go into contemplation and try to figure stuff out, and you get sidetracked really easy. You give up too easy. And I also feel like you think this is not the way to handle it. So there are many ways to connect with your guides. One of them is journaling. One of them is walking out in nature. You need to be by yourself to do this. I don't feel that sitting in a powwow with a bunch of other people maybe can be helpful if it's a bunch of women and you're all kind of talking about the same thing. Yes, I think that can bring some stuff to the surface. But I think maybe you need to practice on meditating and tapping into the wisdom of your guides more, instead of just being frustrated that you got put in timeout. Because I feel that's what the feeling is. It's like you're just frustrated that things aren't coming your way, and they're saying you haven't figured out the blessing to contemplation yet. You haven't figured out the blessing of meditation, being by yourself, working this stuff through, journaling, and get to be friends with that, is what I feel like they're saying, is get to be friends with that. That will help a lot. I want my Ascension cards. So let's do one last thing here for Capricorns. Last words of advice from the universe for the Capricorns. Any last words of advice for Capricorns about this self-love? You need to work on self-love more. That is something that is keeping your vibrations down. And if you're trying to get your this one feels like it needs to come up. Take your next step. If your vibrations are low, self-love and that will help bring your vibrations up to a higher level. So you need to work on your self-love and figure out how to tap into the perfection of you and who you are, why you went through everything you went through, what your purpose in life is, and learn to love all the imperfections within yourself. That'd be a good... So I'm a Capricorn rising, so I need to listen to that. The flow of abundance. That's what you're trying to get. You're trying to get the flow of abundance. So they are giving you the advice. Listen to the universe to get the flow of abundance. So go back and watch this 2 or 3 times if you need to understand what the universe just said. You need to work on this. 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 When you work on this stuff, we will lighten up or loosen up and start letting things flow. The abundance flow your direction. When you work through this stuff that we're telling you to do. Oh, there's 2 there. Relax and allow light in. I would say that would be like the meditation and the journaling, and the light that they're talking about is the other side and the information. And download divine love. Again, meditate, journal, do whatever to get connected with the other side, because that's where your answer is. That is where you're going to get your answers of what you need to do to release anything that's still buried inside so you can move forward. All right, that's the end of it. I will see you guys middle of May. Good luck in releasing, and we'll see what happened. Thanks.